So I will tell you. Oh my God. I will tell you a little bit about myself. It's like introducing self in the first time. My name is Pujiwai Setiawati, but I like when people call me Kakak Puji because I am elder in my house. But how to say this one? Talking about myself, I am a great girl. Why I said I'm great girl? Because I try to share happiness that I feel to another one. I never want another one feeling sad. That whenever people around me feeling uncomfortable or they feeling unwell, it will be depress me. It will make me think how I should make them happy, or how I can help them to feeling better. Is it me? And I am I try to be wise because I'm elder. I have siblings here, and my parents give me, how to say this one? They give me 100% kepercayaan as an elder. So they are always say to me, Puji, if you are make mistake, your mistake will be mistake for your brother and sister. So you must be being a perfect daughter. Give them the best example. So is it me? I will try to do everything best for me, because if I am the best one, I sure everyone anyone around me will be better, and might be they will make better than me. Is it me? Thank you, sir.
Okay, does it come naturally from yourself, or for your inner from your inner heart, or from another people? You're demanding that you need to make us people happy. That you
It's
can make
coming.
sorry.
Next up.
What were you talking about?
You asked me about it comes into my it's come into what to say?
Does it come to yourself naturally without I mean without people demanding to you? I mean, yeah, you say that you cannot see people feel sad, and then you just try to, I want to be the best and make them happy. Does it come from yourself, from your inner heart, or from people demanding?
No, it comes into my heart. I don't know how can my mom and my dad teach me to apa ya? My character is created by my parents. I don't know how can they create me like this one, but it's being myself, and I always want to be the best one for me. Itu aja. I really want to give something bad, something best, and it must be give another people benefit. I don't know how can they teach me, but it's come into it comes into my heart.
Okay.
Really.
So you said that you want to be the best, right?
Yeah.
How can you be the best?
Have you found
the way to be the best person for people around you?
Yeah. For the first one, whatever. Like this one. What is the question? How I can be the best one, or how can I present the best thing?
Yeah. How can you be? How have you found the best way for making you the best person, the best form, the best shape of you? So that you want to be the best one, right?
I wanna be the best one, even if I know I cannot be the best one. But I wanna be. I will try. Whenever they give me, whenever they try to tell about their problem, and I have a suggestion or advice, I will try to share with them. Whenever they face something difficult, or is it thought for them, I will try to guide them. I will try to calm down and I listen to them, being a good listener and how to say this one here. I try to think far away before I decided something or I question for them. Is it me? And I think it will be overcome, not overcome, apa? Bisa mengatasi, overcome problems that maybe they will face. Itu aja.
Okay, my last question, may I?
Yeah, of course, why not?
What have you done for being the best?
One, I obey almost all of my mom and my dad guideline. The second one, now I show I can't be the girl that make my parents proud of. Why? When they are asked me to how to say this one. It's like a sharing experience in the first time when I joined university for the first time. I get invitation and it's a no test for me, and I choose chemistry. It's the first time I tried to being nature maybe. I choose chemistry and my dad say, no, Puji, you cannot be a chemistry teacher. You must be being English teacher. And it's make me frustrated because I never prepare myself to be a teacher into English teacher. No, I prepare everything for 3 years for chemistry. And my mom said, no, Puji, you cannot be a chemistry teacher. You must be a mathematics teacher. What? Oh my God. So I cannot choose myself and I cannot choose one of them. And what I do now, I complete a chemistry teacher and inshallah, I will complete mathematics teacher. And I didn't choose chemistry. Now I learned in the 2 program study and I show them, okay, mommy, this is for you and that is for you. And I believe their decision to ask me stop and didn't choose chemistry give me good result this way. If I choose chemistry, maybe I will not meet you. I will not meet Mr. Kudori, and I will not talking with you this night. Is it? So,
okay.
How to say this one? I learned many things to be better based on my experience. Itu aja.
Sounds good. You have a good, interesting story, and I wish that you can be the best one.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you, Ms. Puji.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next to Ms. Livia. You can go. Go on. Go ahead.
So the question is, why should I tell people about who am I? Something like that.
Yep. Yes.
When people introduce themselves, the first thing that they introduce is like how old they are or what kind of job they have or what kind of study they apply to during that time. But for me, like I don't really want to share about my job in the first place. Like people might always related me with my job. For example, if I am a student, they will always think that what I do mostly is study, but it's not totally correct. So that's why when I explain to people like who am I prefer to explain by my main personality or main characteristic um from my identity. Like, oh, I am a person who are very sensitive and introverted or ambivert sometimes. So I prefer to explain about myself in that way because I don't want people to see just my physical or materialistic things about me, like my job, my study, something like that. And then I try to explain to people like in order to understand me deeply, and to get to know me better, not just about the outer characteristic of me. I like to tell people like I am a good listener, but also I'm a good speaker. I can do both, and I like to communicate with people, making genuine interaction, and show my compassion to people, help people in needs, and also sometimes I would really want to be listened to by the people that I feel closest one, but I do not share to so many people because my tendency in nature is introverted, something like that. I like to learn psychology. Psychology is a part of my study, of course. And one day I have a dream to become a psychologist. Sure, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Livia. May I ask you something? You you
Yeah,
you you sounds down. What's happened? Are you sleepy or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I just, yeah, sometimes we have problems, right? As a
Uh-huh.
human, of course. Maybe I have a lot of problems, but it's okay because we are human.
Okay, because yeah, you sounds down and I listened to your voice. It's really weak. I mean, I'm afraid that you are not good enough for attending this forum discussion. I mean, yeah, you are in bad condition. I mean, just like sick or getting illness, something like that. Are you catching cold?
Oh,
Not bad.
oh, thank you for your concern, but I'm okay. Just making
Okay.
water. Yeah.
Mm, okay. Okay.
Thank
Thank you
you
very much,
for
Miss
the
Livia.
chance.
Yeah. Okay. Next to Sophie Rua. This is Miss Sophie. Miss Sophie or Miss? I don't know. Miss Sophie.
Yeah,
Go on.
thank you,
Okay.
sir, for giving me the opportunity, and nice to meet you. So happy to see
Nice to
you
meet you.
tonight as our moderator. I just
Thank you.
explain myself briefly. I'm a 22-year-old student as well as an educator, and I really love kiddos. Obviously, I'm an extrovert. I like hanging out with lots of friends. I like to make friends. I easily start the conversation with the strangers if they're seems interested in the conversation. So I'm actually the type of person who start the conversation first. But I'm not always a good person. I think sometimes I do. Sometimes I hurt people when I feel that they deserve it. So I'm not like the. I don't really like. I don't feel like I'm the type of person who, if you hurt me, I will just stay silent, or I will give my kindness, but I'm actually trying to revenge. I choose
Mhm.
the revenge. I'm sorry, but
Okay.
I don't know if it is wrong or not, but uh, I did that for most of the time of my life.
That's
Thank
all.
you.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to ask you. It means that you are a typical person that people love to you. If they have a problem, they need you. But if you are a problem, they will avoid you. You got it?
If I have a problem, they avoid me, but
I
if they
mean,
have a
if you are
problem
a
with me,
problem, they will avoid you because, I mean, yeah, if you stand for some justice,
mhm,
yeah, because you said that you want to do a revenge, right? People
if they
will
deserve it.
afraid, yeah, people will afraid of you, and uh, they will what? They will be scared enough because you are an extrovert and you just want to express justice, right? But sometimes you are a
Mhm.
lovely person for your bestie. I mean, yeah, when your bestie has a problem, and then yeah, you will stand. Oh, you cannot do this for my bestie, or perhaps for yourself only. It means that if you have a problem, then you will stand for your justice, right? Is that what I mean?
Yes, but that's not really true. I don't really like involve in someone else's problem, even though they're my best friend. I just listen or do my best, but I never try to get involved in people's problem.
Okay, nice. Thank you very
Like
much.
I
Miss
know
Ori.
my boundaries.
May I know where are you from?
I'm actually from Makassar, but I currently live in Samarinda.
Okay, Makassar. Okay, thank you very much, Miss
Thank
Sophia.
you.
Next to Miss or Mr. Arthur.
Hello.
Miss Arthur.
Okay.
Hello.
First, thank you
Don't forget about the
for.
password.
Huh?
Okay, no. I'm joking.
Okay, Mister. The first, thanks for the chance given to me. Okay, may you tell me? Okay. First, I am girl and my name is Arta. Actually, Arta is not my original name, but Arta is my last name. And I am 25 years old, and now I'm a job seeker, and I think this topic maybe connect to my activities and to seeking a job. And I have hobby like exercise, doing some exercise. Like now, I'm joining in this uh, con- conversation, and while I'm doing exercise and also singing and playing music, and um, I I am ambivert because sometimes uh, when I meet new friends, I can be a introvert person, but when met I met my best friend, my close friend, I can be extrovert and extrovert more uh, with them. And I think that's all.
That's all.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry. I forgot that. Where are you from, Miss Arthur?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm from Medan.
You're from Medan. Okay. Okay. So that's all from about yourself. You want to tell about yourself? That's all. Or anything else is there anything else that you want to tell us about yourself?
About myself, like what?
Like, yeah, perhaps you have an additional about yourself, or just all? Wow.
I think about my friendship. Uh, I have many dreams, but to reach my dream, I think I have to uh, I have to how to say memperbaiki, change myself first. Uh, the day today I have to be better. The day more.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all. That's all, Miss Arta.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Miss Arta. Okay. Next to Mr. GNR and Miss or Mr. I don't know. Let's find it out. Okay, Mr. GNR.
Wait, hello, am I audible?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hello, nice to meet you, Mr. Deal. This is,
Yes.
I think it's our first meet. I see you. And yeah, I'm glad to meet you all in Otak community. Yeah, the question is, may you tell me who you are? And this is maybe related with the topic, yeah, the impact of failure on self-discovery and self-esteem. Yeah, I'm just ordinary man, ordinary people, but kind of have a extraordinary dreams, extraordinary objective. But I think I have what is change my objective, change my pursue dream every stage of my life. Like when I'm in senior high school, I have this dream, and then when I'm a college, go college, and I have this dream, and when I have family now, I have another dream. But actually, yeah, I may be introvert person at basically, but I can sometimes I can be extrovert. It depends our environment, in my environment. Like this, I joined Ota community. I glad to become a member of this Ota community, and then why I have another goals. Like I want to apply a scholarship to go abroad, but I realize it's English skill is takes time, right? I mean, I need text IELTS first, but I realized my skill in English still not confidence, and so I just enjoy my process to reach them. Yeah, I'm just at least before I noticed English skill is very important. At least if you want to go abroad, I'm kind of person like have what is feel comfort in my comfort zone. So I just, yeah, I'm not like I'm not I'm not what is the challenge, yeah, every challenge I just avoid a challenge or pursue a dream that when I've in comfort zone I maybe it's like like what is for different types of people like sanguinis, choleris, phlegmatis, and melancholis. So maybe I choose a phlegmatis, love peace. But
Oh,
sometimes, yeah, but sometimes we must like become a colorist or become a sanguinist. Like if you wanna press your soft skill or maybe your confidence to speak in public, in public. I mean, so here I am, and thanks for the opportunity to tell me who I am. Thank you,
okay.
Mr. Deal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hey, how can I call you? Mr. GNR
You can call me
or
Gandri. My name is
okay.
Gandri. Gina just my
Okay.
initial.
Okay, Mr. Gandri. I want to
Yeah.
ask you, why do you mention that you are only an ordinary guy, but you have extraordinary dreams? Why? Why do you say
It's
that?
like being a grown, like merendah. What is it?
Hey, you down earth?
Yeah, down to earth. Yeah,
Okay.
we are ordinary people, and yeah, we have maybe extraordinary dream that uh, if we reach the dream and get that our purpose, yeah, we can become extraordinary. But let people judge us, right? Don't say we are
Mhm.
extraordinary, right?
Okay, but why don't you say it confidently that you are an extraordinary guy with extraordinary dreams? I mean, it will be much better, right? Because it's really equal
Yeah, yeah,
between who you are and what goals that you want to achieve, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, I mean, ordinary people, ordinary man, just like I am an employee in I live in South Tangerang in Jakarta. Like I used to work with public transportation. It's ordinary people, right? Daily activity in Jakarta. So I just become, yes, it's ordinary. It's nothing special.
Well, now I'm curious. When do you say that someone is an ordinary people? I mean, what is the standard that you make yourself as an ordinary guy?
Yeah,
Is it
it's just top
can
question.
we call someone as an ordinary guy or an ordinary people when they go to their workplace without their vehicle or just using public transportation? When?
Yeah, yeah. It's tough question, eh?
Yeah.
you challenge me. Yeah. I just let's say I just
because you
don't
said that
force.
you avoid about challenge, right? Now I
Yeah.
will force you to get a challenge.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes when I have I'm a people that who love comfort zone, but I realize when if I just still are enjoying the comfort zone, I cannot develop. So sometimes at least when you work at your comfort zone, you have maybe you are mastered in that things, and then you want to try or in another skill, like maybe you are in maybe in human youth development in HRD, and then you want to move to like maybe you want to be like in human relation and humas, so you must speak up, right? You must be what is being maybe a sanguineous people, and yeah, at least you must try to attract a people. Nah, I'm prefer a pragmatic, so I'm try to out from my comfort zone. That's what I mean.
It seems that you know more about yourself.
Yeah, I think every people must know about about her or his heartbreak. So if we didn't really know about ourselves, who know I mean who better know than us, mana yang lebih tahu kalau bukan diri kita sendiri. I mean,
Yeah.
what is the try in English?
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely just ourselves, right? Who really know who we are. Yeah.
Okay. Nice response. Thank you very much, Mr. Gandhi.
Thank you, Mr. Bill. You are so criticism, but I really love it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, because my teacher is Mr. Kibo. Okay. Next, Mr. Sujai. Okay. Go on. This is
Okay,
still
sir.
first question actually, and we spend much time for answering this question. Okay, time is yours, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good evening,
Waalaikumsalam.
today. Thank you so much, Miss. Could I call you Dil, Miss Dil?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Miss Dil, but Dil okay, Pak Dil okay, but not Miss Dil because I'm not a female.
I'm here because of being with the challenge today, and challenge today is talking about introduce myself because, and I'm for the first time here because my friend Mr. Ridwan invites me for joining this meeting, but I don't know what is the topic right now because it is first time I'm joining.
Self-discovery and
Okay.
Yeah.
And my full name is Muhammad Regi Ramdhani as Sujai, because everyone calls me Sujai. And I'm 21 years old, and I'm student of university, and my hobbies are reading and cooking, traveling sometimes, and alhamdulillah, I'm teacher also. My dream is I want to be teacher. Thanks very much. Maybe everyone want to ask something for me. It's okay. And today I'm grateful and I'm so happy right now. I can meet others people and I can improve our English together. Let's get started.
Okay, that's all about yourself that you want to
Yeah,
yourself.
maybe everyone has something, but what's that? Just hobby, right? People want to confine space, especially want to. Okay, mungkin Mr. Del, any question for me? Because I'm first time here, but I don't know what do I say. Yes,
okay, it's a simple question, Mr. Sujai. I would like to know and measure how far you recognize yourself. What do you love for the whole of your life? Hello, Mr. Sujai. Seems that Mr. Sujai is struggling with his connection. Or my connection. Do you guys can hear my voice?
Yes,
Yes.
good.
Oh,
Yes, sir. I can hear your voice clearly.
okay, thank you very much. Oh, Mr. Sujay is getting out. Okay, next to Mr. Andres. Let's go. Mr. Andres, go on. While we are waiting for
Yes, well,
Mr.
thank
Sujay.
you, Mr. Hill, for this occasion. About myself, yeah.
Yeah.
When we talk about the species that I belongs to, it's gonna be Homo sapiens. I am an Indonesian citizen since I have the ID card of the Indonesian citizen and I have a passport of this country too. And then about my religion, I suppose, I believe that I am a Muslim, even my prayer is not quite well enough. And then about me again, now I am a student in the in the agricultural microbiology science. So I love about the microbiology more than the other kinds of the perspective of science too. But even sometimes sometimes I discuss about the other topics that I have interested to. And then I'm here for learning English because today is the day for learning English with OTA community. Maybe you have another question?
Okay, I want to ask you. At the first, you mentioned about you have a passport of Indonesian country, right? What makes
Yes.
you say that?
Hmm?
What make you should tell about your passport, that you have a passport?
Because that is one of the approval that I am Indonesian citizen. So that's gonna be what additional sentence for make the general sentence that I spoken before will be stronger. That is the main reason why I stated that. Thank you.
Okay, it means that if someone has no passport for their service, it means that they are not strongly Indonesian people.
Yes, Indonesian people is regulated by our constitution based on is that we born in Indonesia or our mother are Indonesian. So since I born in Indonesian and in Indonesia and my mother are Indonesian too, so I could be a Indonesian citizen.
Okay, sounds makes sense. Thank you very much, Mr. Andres.
Oh yes, thank you so much. And then in the physics terms too, maybe I'm an empty space since 99.99% of the atoms that build my body are an empty space too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, you guys have answered this question. Next to the next question, let's continue. You have told me about who you are. There are many people of you guys try to introduce yourself generally, and then I'll also try to ask me, is it your question about, is that about your identity, but yeah, just like your value in yourself, but yeah, it's depend on your family. But thank you very much. Okay, next to the second question. What have you presented to your mother? Okay, I want to ask you, what have you presented to your mother? It's a kind of simple. You don't have to answer it for detail, but I'm curious, what have you presented to your mother? May you guys to tell me? Okay, Miss Ranila, please, it's yours. Go on. Miss Ranila. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for this chance and this good opportunity for Mr. Dil and the others. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all of the audiences. From these questions, what have you presented to your mother? I just give to be good listener, sir. And I think the affection from me is not only helping her, but also to be good listener. Hopefully it can help her whatever she tells me, whatever she says, because sometimes we need someone who wants to be listener. Just that. Thank you.
Okay. What does your mother do?
She is a household.
Just a household.
Yes.
Okay. So it means that you help your mother and your house.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Vanilla. Next, Mr. L. Laulier or Miss or Mr. or let's find out. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay, it's Mr.
Okay. What have you present to your mother? Actually, I don't have any job to like give present them, like give them like money or something like the thing. But on this time, I just dedicate myself to my mother, especially for my parents, both of them.
Sorry, what do you mean dedicate yourself to your mother?
Prabhakti,
Yeah, yeah. By what?
like try to be a good son in our family, and also like the simple thing, like my father asked me to do something, I directly like take that and follow that the instruction or the command.
Okay. So, is there anything else? Are you presented to your mother? Because
Presented to me.
or
Actually,
do you have any? Sorry. Go on.
yeah. Actually, for this time, I just dedicate myself to my parents because on this time I still have a planning like study to university to get better education, and then I can get good work in some companies or something like that, so I can give like so I can pretend more than dedication.
Okay. Do you have any siblings, Mr. Lalwit? And how can I call you?
You can call me Dandi Jamaluddin. You can call me Dandi.
Okay, Mr. Dandi. Do you have any siblings in your family?
Yeah, I have 2 sisters.
You have 2 sisters.
Yeah.
Okay. Your little sister or what?
Pardon?
Is that your 2 sisters? Is your little sister?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it means that okay, you dedicate yourself for good, for sure. I mean, to your parents, to your mother also, and to your father, with following the instruction of what your parents have given to you, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Dandi, right?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Dil.
Next, Miss Purji. Miss Barbie. Miss Purji.
I'm here. Can you listen to me?
Yeah.
Check.
Yes.
Okay. What have you presented to your mother? My answer is simple word. Is my life. You know why I said my life?
Yeah.
I don't know you have did it or not, but whenever I have a free time and I see my mom around without do anything, I will try to talking with her, and I ask her like this one, "Mommy, may I know what is your wish when the first time you have me as your daughter?" And she told me, "Puji, I want you be a friend for me. I want to you be good. It's melting my heart. Kid daughter and being how to say like duta dari rumah ini, so you can show everything that good. It means your parents is good. You're like a mirror, like a reflection of your house. Is it mom said? So I make it. I summarize of that. I said, okay, it means the things that I can present to mom is be having a good life. If I have a good life, I am be a good individual. Is it the good present for mommy? Thank you.
So may I know how old is your mother?
Mami, berapa umurnya mama? 51.
51. Okay. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have. I told you I am elder here. I am, and then after that, my sister 21 or 22, and after that, my brother 18 years old. Do you want to ask about my daddy? My daddy will feeling jealous if I ask my mom and I didn't ask him. Wait.
Okay, later I will ask about your father. Okay.
My father 58.
Oh, 58.
Yeah.
Wow. It means that your mother is elder than your father.
No, my mom is 51 and my father is 58. They have different 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 years gap. Okay, not bad. Thank you very much, Ms. Puji.
My pleasure.
Next to Miss Dara. One Miss Dara or Mr. Dara?
Miss.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. It's an interesting question anyway. What have you presented to your mother? So I thought that every parents have expectation towards their son or their daughter, right? So as an individual, I present myself as a good and reliable daughter because I know that they give me a chance to live my life, and to be reliable on my life is showing that I am on myself. So that's how I present myself to my mother. Yeah, I think that's simple and enough.
Yeah, this is a simple question, and you can tell about the simple answer also. Thank you very much, Dara. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so or Mr. Dandi, do you want to what's that? Give an additional?
Oh, sorry,
Because you
Mr.
still-
I
because you
forget
still
to.
raise your hand.
Yeah, perhaps down my. Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, let's consider the next question. You guys have you presented your mother? Yeah, whatever what you have to present it to your mother is it's kind of something that you need to proud of to yourself, because as long as you still dedicate yourself to your parents, especially your mother, then you presented something good. It doesn't matter for me actually. If you haven't presented yet to your mother also, I wish that, and I hope you can certainly give it or present something to your mother. Okay, just don't give up. Next. Hey, I found someone that I recognize. Okay. At the second question, I asked you, what have you presented to your mother? But now I want to ask you again, in another side, what is your fault to your father? Could you tell me, and could you confess it to us about your fault to your father? Have you done a fault or a mistake to your father? And what the kind of fault that you have done to your father? Please, does anybody want to open up? What have I done to present for my mother? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Well,
okay, Miss Dara, let's go.
Okay, let me try again. because I thought that the first question was about my mom and the second question is about my father. And if it is about my fault to my father, I thought that bad thing and do something that makes him disappointed is my fault. And to confess it in front of you all, it means that every single decision that makes me in a worse occasion, that's my fault to my father and also my fault to myself. So I think that, what was that? Sorry. So I thought that my fault to my father is being not reliable enough.
Sorry.
Oh,
Can you
am I
repeat for the
audible?
last statement? Yeah. Actually, for the last one, I can hear it clearly.
Oh, yeah. So I think that my fault to my father is when I am not as a good girl as he expected I am.
Oh, okay. So what did your father expect you to do?
Of course, every parent wants his daughter to be a good, smart, cute, soleha girl. But at the end, in the world, um, everything can makes you into something, and sometimes it's not just like what he want me to be. So I thought that everything that makes me out of his expectation in bad occasion shows that I am having fault with him.
Okay. So do you think that you are not good and you are not smart?
Well, to be honest, not good and not good and pardon.
Yeah. Do you think that you are not good and you are not smart? Because you mentioned it.
So far, I got the affirmation from my father that I am good enough and I'm smart enough, but somehow some decision kind of bring me somewhere and give me a big risk. So sometimes I thought that bad decision makes me in wrong occasion, and I thought that that's also my fault to my father because I'm not reliable. So even though I say that I'm good enough or I'm smart enough, mistakes is always happening whenever you have a chance to choose or option.
Okay. Last one. Have your father asked you to buy him a cigarette or make him a coffee?
Of course, I'm a good girl. I said it.
Okay. And what did he say when you make a coffee for him?
Of course, he started with please, tolong, and then ended with thank you.
No, I mean, what did he tell to you when you finished to make a coffee for him? I mean, when he tasted. Has he ever told you something
complain like
hurt
that?
you? Yeah.
Oh, I think complaining towards food or my work is actually not complain. It's just giving me advice. So, for example, next time add more sugar, or next time go to that road to take the cigarettes earlier. So, oh yeah, actually about cigarette, I don't really like my father smoke, but then we have deep conversation about that, and he said that smoking or having cigarette is actually personal decision. So if I want to angry with him, it's my personal statement, but he owned his life, so have to be respectful towards that.
Okay. Okay. One last.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay.
Have your father stopped asking you to make him a coffee or buy you a cigarette? Buy him a cigarette. I mean, without any specific reason, and then he just stopped to ask you for making a coffee or buying a cigarette. Have you ever felt that?
Think no, not at all. But because we are now separated, we are far away each other. I'm not living with my parents anymore, so that's probably the biggest reason why he do not ask me to make his coffee or cigarette.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a counseling session. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, next to Miss Safirwa.
All right, I'm going to be quick. Thank you for the second chance. I think my fault is not spending much time with my dad as much as I spend with my mom. It's because we always talk about something serious. Instead of my mom, we can talk about everything. But when it comes to my dad, we always having motivational conversation, always talking about study. But my mom, I can talking about a very small things or excited things, as simple as who is my crush. Currently, I can talk about openly with my mom, but I can do that with my dad. So I feel so guilty because he spent most of his time alone at house, though he has 4 daughters to talk to, but we tend to focus on our mom only. That's actually the thing that I try to fix recently. Like I try to spend my time. I try to pick up his call as often as I can, or I will. I'm the one who call him first just to know what's his condition now. But I was raised by conservative family who told me since I was a very little girl for not too close with guys, including my dad, especially when we growing up already. Like, do not close to the guys, do not close to your uncle or your dad. So that's what happened when I growing up. Like, there is some sort of guilty feeling. I feel so much time that I feel awkward with him. Like, oh, it's supposed to be not in our conversation. Let's just talk about this with mom, not with him. I think that's my fault as a daughter because I treat my parents unfair. I very close with my mom and my 3 sisters also, but we avoid our dad, even though he's actually the one who he's a part of our life. He's working so much. He's been done so much with us to us. I think that's for me.
Wow, that's really interesting. Thank you very much, Ms. Safirwa. Next to Mr. Dandy. Go on.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dil. What is your fault to your father? Actually, my fault that I have made to my father is I don't fulfill his desire. Actually, I don't fulfill his desire. After uh, after graduating from senior high school, my father forced me to become a policeman, but I don't want it. I try to become myself. I try to become like I want. And I want to be like have a job in companies maybe or hospital or something like that. But I don't want to become policeman. Maybe that is my fault that I have made to my father.
Okay. So, what are you now? If you didn't fulfill your father desire?
Yeah, I am a student, college student.
College student.
Yeah.
In what major?
What major? It's about health.
Health.
Generally, this is about the health.
So you prefer to be a doctor, not a policeman?
Inshallah.
Do you think when you can fulfill your father's desire, your father will support you to reach your dream to be a doctor?
Yeah, because like this, my father's desire is I want he wants his son to become policeman, but he appreciate me, he respect what I choose. And when I try to discuss with him, and as long so far I can get like the permission to continue my study in university.
Okay, that's quite answering. Thank you very much, Mr. Randy.
Thank you, Mr. Dil.
Okay. Last, Miss Artha. Yeah, Mr. Miss Artha. I forgot. Are you Miss or Mr.?
I am Miss.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. I will try to present my
I'm sorry.
yes, Mr.
I can hear your voice clearly because there is a electricity sound.
Okay. If you can hear my voice, Mr.
Yeah. Yes. Quiet. Audible.
Okay. About my fault to my father, I have a mistake about my how to say masa lalu. It's lie. Um, in the how to say masa lalu, I have my boyfriend. I trade with him, and at the moment, my father banned his children to have a relationship. So, if I want to meet my boyfriend, boyfriend, uh, I have to lie to my father. I said that I want to school, I want to campus. Uh, I I made friends to finish my how to say tugas kelompok, but actually I met my ex-boyfriend at the time in my senior high school and also in my campus. But for now, my father has not been children again because we have finished our study. And now, if I remember that moment, I feel how to say bersalah. I think that's
That's enough. That's all. Enough.
yes, that's all.
Okay. Thank you very much for confessing your fault to your father and it's all about your boyfriend. Thank you, Miss Arta. Okay, you can mute your audio perhaps first. Then okay. Okay, thank you guys. Does anybody want to speak up again? Or with that? Okay. If there is no one, wait. Okay, Miss Rira Hayus. I guess I know you.
Hello, good evening.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hello, Mr. Bill. How's it going?
Hi, Miss Ayu. It's quite good. And how about you? Thank you for asking.
Doing great.
Okay.
Right.
Seems so long we have known each other, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right. So the question, what is your fault to your father? I guess I have so many faults to my father. Maybe one of them, I like debating my father before staying far away from my family. And it's been 3 years for me. I face Ramadan alone in different city. It's like I regret it. And also another fault, I guess I always rejected what my father suggested to me. For example, like you just go to the college, just focus to your study. Don't do like what is it? At that time I wanted to be a policewoman, and my father said, just focus on your study. Don't do another things like you have your own capability in your college, in your study. So why do you have to choose another one? And I said, it's my ambition. and I guess I have to do what I want. And my father said, not all you want, you have to do it. Sometimes you have to keep it for you yourself, and it's good for you. And my father said, and I don't know why I like to be to my father at the time, but now I really miss him. And yeah, that's
Okay. Miss Ayu, I would like to know if you still keeping, if you still giving, was that a fault to your father? Will your father forgive you?
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry, do you think that we can stop to make a fault to our father?
Yeah, okay, for the first question, maybe. For now, my father always asks my condition every time. When I don't call the family for a week, maybe, he will call me, and he asks, do you forget us here? Nah, that's the question that I really sometimes I feel like coming back to my home, my house. And my father, when I do something like bad, my father always said, it's okay, that is a process to be mature. And sorry, what was the second question?
Do you think that we can stop to make a fault to our father?
I guess that is really difficult thing that we always do that, I guess. Even we want to make someone happy besides us, we don't know what they feel, right? So I guess even we want to make we want to be like really good, or we do our best, we still make the mistake to someone that we really love, so we really love in our life.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Ayu. That's a nice answer. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for expressing your idea about and your confusion also, that your fault to your father. Several of you, I really appreciate it that you can deal with yourself to confess about what is your fault to your father. But yeah, it doesn't mean I didn't respect you too. For people or for our friends here who didn't confess about what their faults to their father, but it's okay. It means that if you can freely express about what is your fault to your father, means that you still respect yourself. This is step by step we will get our point in our topic tonight. Okay. And how about me, sir? Okay. There are many participants here ask me about what have I presented to my mother, what is my fault to my father. Okay, I will answer it, but in the end, okay, because yeah, it's quite related, I guess. Okay, just calm down, okay, or we can discuss it personally. Thank you. Next. Hey, the slide is not moving. Okay. Now it's kind of a simple quiz actually. There are two vocabularies. The first one is fault and the second is failure. I would like to know, just you guys, you can answer this question. Which one is the fault and which one is the failure? The B2 or B1? Okay, if you guess that the fault is B1, yeah, you can say that fault equal with B1 or fault equal to B2. Okay, guys, now I give you time for answering this question. You don't have to speak up, but you just answer it in the chat box. Mr. Dandy, yeah, please.
Okay, for in the picture, I think that fault is B1 and failure is B2.
Okay, thank you very much. Does anybody want to answer also? Which one is fault and which one is failure? I mean, it's about the definition only. You don't have to worry about this one. You don't have to be scared of that you will give me a wrong answer. But yeah, we are still learning, right? So when we talk about fault or failure, we just need to truly understand about the definition. Okay, Mr. Gandri.
Yeah, I think I agree with the previous opinion from Mr. I forget the name. Yeah, fault is B2. No, sorry, failure is B2, the fact of someone or something not succeeding, and B1 is a fault, a mistake, especially something for which you are to blame. Yeah, Mr. Dendi, sorry. Yeah, so B1 is fault and B2 is failure.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And how about you, Mr. Gandri? Is that Mr. Gandri again? Okay, okay. In the chat box, I saw that I think everyone here has the same answer with Mr. Laulia. Okay, I agree with this one. Okay, guys, it's a simple cases that actually we need to understand about the definition when we talk about the fault or the failure, because we are going to talk about failures, but we will have a failure when we have a fault. What I'm thinking about, when we get a failure in our process, when our try to achieve our dreams or doing something good for our job or for people around us, we will get failure. We can decide that we are fail. We get a failure when we realize that there are a fault in our process. Do you agree with me? Okay. So next. It's kind of move. Okay. Now, I want to ask you, what if there is no failure when we are struggling our life? What would happen? Does anybody want to give their idea? What if there is no failure when we are struggling our life, and what would happen? Let's go, Mr. Andres.
Yes, thank you for this occasion. Maybe it's gonna be an assumption, yeah, because I believe that every Homo sapiens that live in this world will face any failures and emotional debates too. Because one reason why we gain a great experience are based on the failures that we made in the past times. Even we know that it's gonna be just about the imperfection. It's gonna be lead towards the failure too. Even we know that we have succeeded it, so it's gonna be almost impossible to be happen. But how if it could be happen? So I see that the world will be so idealist, yeah, because everything are so perfect for this kind of person, and something that could be happen is seems like the it is not the existency, but in the existency level, I suppose. I mean, like he or she, maybe they see their life with the fulfilling of the satisfaction. They don't have any new ambition, and they just see their past just satisfied with them. There is no any further enhancement. There is no any new innovation because they have satisfied towards everything that they have been done. So because of that, instead of they said that is failure, they will say that they have been succeed, such as that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much, Mr. Andres. Next, Mr. Muhammad Ihsan. Is absolutely Mr. because there's Muhammad.
Okay. Thanks for the opportunity, Mr. Dio. First of all, I would like to say sorry if my English is so bad, so I just want to learn here to speaking in this opportunities. For me, in my own opinion, if there is no failure in this world, I think the first one is there is no success. For me, failure and success is something opposite. And like, as you know, there is no right when there is no wrong. So if there's no failure, I think there is no success in this life. Like we will never know what the definition of success itself if we didn't know what is the failure. So it's my first answer. And the second one, the failure, in here we have to define first what the meaning of failure itself. Because sometimes when we are doing some struggling to be success, such as we want to achieve a $100 million in 1 year, and then we fail. I think it's depend on your perspective. What will you what's your point of view from that? Is it your fault or is it your failure? So I think when you think it's failure, maybe you will lose on what you achieve, and that there are some negative effects about your psychology when you think it's something failure. But when you are thinking that it's a mistake, I think you can to be better to more success it. I think that's my opinion. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ihsan. But I'm curious, do we need to get a failure, Mr. Who? Mr. Ihsan? Do we need to get failure in our life? But
yes,
if we need it, why do we avoid it? Why do we prevent it?
Firstly, human has related and connected with many mentality and emotional when you get to failure. You already educate, you already planted since you were a child. When you are felt, such as maybe in maths you got a bad examination, bad point, and then many teachers, many friends, your family will judge you, will blame you, and will making some uncomfortable things. So when the uncomfortable things it comes to you, and it's already planted since you are a child until you are mature and you educating with their system, I think it will be the reason why people prevented the failure. But if you say that do we need failure, we need the failure, but only just sometimes, and not always fall into the same hole. The success man will learn from the failure. There is no a good one who will be success if they're just following repeated the same mistake as long as time goes. That's my answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Iksan. Nice. That's really nice statement. Okay, next to Miss Dandi. Miss Dandi, Mr. Dandi, sorry. My bad.
Okay. What if wait. What if there is no failure when we are struggling our life? What would happen? But the first thing is it would be edited, and it would be like weird because like people and human being grows up with the failures. We don't have to like we don't have to avoid the failures, but we have to minimize it. We have to minimize it, and we can be the person, or we can the person like we want. So the main point is it will be weird. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, simple and clear. Thank you very much, Mr. Dandi. Next, Miss Gusti. Miss Gusti Ayusari. How can I call you, Miss Gusti? Gusti Ayusari?
Just call me Sari.
Okay, Sari. Go on.
Okay, thank you for the time. So actually this question remembering me to a verse or sentence like experience is the best teacher. Probably you guys are very familiar with this sentence. So if there's no failure in a struggle in our life, probably people would put everything in the right assumption. So if you look at the scientists who put a lot of experiments to solve the problems, they probably got a failure in the first step. and they probably what is that? Correct it to the second step, right? To be better than before. But if there's no failure, a lot of scientists probably in this world will put just one step of their what's this that experiment. So they will probably will put everything in the right assumptions. Like if there is probably the things that probably their steps it's for solving one thing, they will just stop in that step. Probably we can like face other problems. So yeah, do you get my point or not? But I suppose that if there's no failure, people will put everything in the right assumption. So we have probably it's not the necessary to get a failure, but we have to do the good way, the best thing that we can do. But I suppose like in the end of the day, we have to face our what we've done on our progress, right? So the failures actually we are ourselves is the judge of failure. So yeah, the failure is determined by ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Sari. That's nice response. Next, Mr. Ku. Wow.
Right. Thanks for the chance given. Yeah, additionally, I would like to give how to say my perspective based on this question, failure. Yeah, most of participants talk about failure tends to success. Yeah, that's true. I totally agree. And then, for instance, when someone's attempts to close with, let's say, male attempts to close with female, when male is rejected by female, it means their how to say I forgot their struggle, their spirit is boosting because of rejection. So they can build and scale up a new strategy to find something new to close with them again. And when the female is still rejected, they can use another way. It means how to be creative and innovative, or even we can do something new because of the failure, not failure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ku. That's a nice statement with an interesting example of a male approached a girl, then he got rejected. Okay, thank you very much. Hey guys, does anybody want to give additional? Well, you guys, you have given a good perspective opinion about this question and what would happen later if we have no failure in our life when we struggle for something that we desire, that we set for our goal. Yeah, that's many variety of statement and perspective. I appreciate it. Well, it's kind of also I agree with several of you guys that say failure is a destiny destiny you can avoid with, but you can minimize it. And then failure makes me learn about something new. Failures give us blah blah blah. You guys understand more about this failure that's happened in our life, because without failure we will not do an evaluation for ourselves to another next step. Thank you. Next. Okay, next. Do you think that the more people fail, the more they will learn? Yeah, it's kind of also representative of when do you think that the more people fail, the more they will learn? Okay, just make it fast. You want to give your opinion about this question? I give you a chance for 1 or until two people. Come on, Mr. Andres, time is yours. Let's go, Mr. Andres.
Oh yes, thank you for this occasion. Um, I suppose that when we talk about the people failure, sad to hear that too. Um, I believe that any kinds of the beings, when they find any imperfection, they will adapt to it, and they will struggle to make any imperfection to be more perfection from one generation to the next generation. So it's gonna be logic that many kinds when they do more failure, they will learn more too, since they find the feeling, they find the action, they find about those kind of the sacrifice, so they will learn to make it perfect from one step to the other step. Or perhaps they will just surrender because it's not their path and it will irritate their heart. So because of this consideration, they will learn more from their failure. But maybe when we talk about the knowledge itself, the danger in the knowledge is about the forget. And when they find an amnesia in their life, they will forget anything about the failure too. So the more they learn, the more they gain the failure, will make them memorize it and will stick to the deep of their mind to uh, perfection their action to the future. That is my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Andres. But mostly people, when they get failed for their job, their life, there's something else like their career. Not most of them will learn about their failure. They will surrender after that. How about that? What do you think?
Yes, that is part of their learning too, because they believe that that is not their path of their career. They choose to surrender and they choose the other path. That is the what it's gonna be kind of the what learning process too, because choosing is one part of the decision making and it is an action too.
Okay, thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Next to Mr. Gandri, time is yours.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Personally speaking, yeah, I agree with this statement. More people fail, the more they will learn. The problem is about how the people react about the fail. So it is like as related with question that then you asked to Mr. Andres, right? How the people react about the fail. So some it has idiom or idiom. The best teacher is experience. Experience the best teacher. So at least if you have experience, you are more fail, your mentally will be stronger than before. But yeah, it depends how you treat your experience in fail. So for me, yeah, I will be struggle, more struggle.
Okay.
At least I have experience when I have failed for the examination, that I have really high expected to be a pass, and then the condition is just me. All of my friends have passed, and just me who fail. I still remember that experience, and then I just apply again in the next year, and I pass. And now it is the examination is related with my status in a company. I mean a rank, yeah, my position. I know my position is higher than my friends, so I always believe every fail that God give to us, it has what is uh, what is hikmah in English? It has a good
Yes.
good what is hidden games, yeah. I don't know how to say hidden game. If we can find what is the message of the our failure. So and I want to add in again about how we can, I mean, you say you are failure or people are failure. It's about because you have a success point, right? You have a standard to reach a success, but if you not reach the success, then you be a failure. So it's about a perspective. It may be the failure is just maybe come to our your self perspective, but it's different from the other people's perspective. You are success person, but you still feel you are failure. So it's about our perspective. So thank you,
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Landry.
Yeah.
Okay, one last for this question because we have not enough time. Mr. Ihsan.
Okay, thanks again for the second opportunity for me. Do you think that the more people fail, the more they will learn? Of course, I will totally agree with this statement. But it must be some kind of variety of failure, I guess, and not a same failure. Like the smart one, they will learn from their last mistake, of course, and from their last failure. The failure is caused by some mistakes, and then they will evaluate the mistake again until they will avoiding the same failure in the future. And then if you want to talk about how about the people fail and then they're just what's that, give up on what they want and apa sih namanya ya, apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya, surrendering ya, right? Okay, and then surrendering. For me, every person has their own traumatic, I guess, since they're a child. We don't know their life education, their life background that makes them just by a little bit failure, it must be very hurt from them. We don't know about that. And also it depending how they can test the trauma itself and the healing for that trauma, and then they will rise again from the down mentality from the failure, and then go to the success and struggling with what they want to goals. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your idea, Ms. Lexan. Okay, I'm so sorry for this question. Ms. Risan is the last one. And let's continue to the next question if we still have a question. But I appreciate what is your statement, what your statement is, and I agree for most of you that say it's depend on kind of failure itself. It's not all the failure that we can learn from it, and also yeah, mostly also we will learn from the experience. The experience is the failure that we get for our experience. I mean, sorry, my bad. Okay, next, come on, man. Okay, last question. Do you know Colonel Sanders? Could you tell us what have you learned from it? Colonel Sanders is the owner or the founder of KFC. So what have you learned from him, from his story, from his journey? Want to give any idea? Do you know Colonel Sanders? Could you tell us what have you learned from him?
Yeah, I know Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Is the owner from KFC, right?
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
yeah, but I don't really know about the true story. Yeah, I just know that he was that he had a much failure in his life, and he struggled on it. So and then he become a successful person in until this era. I mean, and he already died yesterday. Already dead. And then yeah, become a legend, especially in Indonesia, right? When you visit maybe a rural area or you visit a city that you don't know what you want to eat, you just find KFC or McD, so it become a legend.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Who's speaking? Mr. Gandri.
Yeah.
Okay, next, Mr. Dandi. Come on, my data plan will be running out.
Okay. Do you know Colonel Sanders? Actually, I know it generally, and for the best thing or for the most important thing that I get from Colonel Sanders is success is not transformation in a day, but success is the process that you always try to be better than you were, try to be better than you were, and you will get the truth success, the truth successes. And also when you the problem when you and this is the problem as a human being, it's a normal when we make a failure, but I I I think that most of you agree with this statement. With this statement, when people make a failure, when people make a failure, is normal. But when people always make a failure, is abnormal. So when you make a failure, you have to learn about that. You have to learn so you can minimize the failure that will come in your process. So you have to build the good process or the good system in your life, so you can get success sooner. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Last one, Miss Sophie Ruan. I'm sorry, Miss Remina.
Okay, I just make it quick since it is already 11 and 30 minutes in Samarinda. So I think we don't have to fail that much as Colonel Sander or another inventors, because it doesn't mean that we can, if we already fail so many times or 100 million times, we finally get the success. No, maybe it's just not meant for us. Maybe it's not just our destination. Oh, just because this guy or for example 100 people do this way, it means I can do this way to get my success. I mean, it doesn't always like that, because there is no a single there's no a shortcut or a single solution. That's for me.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Sophie, from giving this statement about Colonel Sanders that you mentioned before. We don't have to give much failure for our life as much as Colonel Sanders. I agree with that. Thank you very much. Okay, last one. Last question. We will cause ourselves when we successfully cannot reach our expectation. This is my statement. After all the statement, or after all the question that you get from me and all the statement that you have given to me, and this is a simple statement from me, my perspective. We will cause ourselves when we successfully cannot reach our expectation. I mean, it means that when we got a failure, we will cause ourselves. I don't know why, but when we got fail, when we have a fault in our process and our progress for reaching something, we will do an evaluation to be better and better. Yeah, just like global English, better English. But when we have no failure, how can we respect ourselves? How can we still stand for our dreams if there is no failure? I mean, failure makes us learn about something, right? Yeah, most of you said the failure give us experience, a good experience that we can learn from it to be better for the next step. And this It's kind of my statement. We will cost ourselves when we successfully cannot reach our expectation, because we give it for our expectation, but when we cannot achieve it, what our desire, what our expectation, yeah, we will be more costing ourselves. Just like that. Do you agree with that? Something like that.
Maybe I can ask first, Mr. Bill.
Please.
What's the meaning of cost ourselves? Can you more give a detail about cost ourselves? Or give
Cost means
example
that
maybe?
it's like you respect yourself. You respect yourself and you believe that you have a value on yourself. Just like that. So that's why I use this vocabulary as a cost, because we have a value and we can still respect ourselves. Just like at the first, when someone said, I want another guy. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to mention that you are extraordinary or you are special. But when you are try to respect yourself, when you have many values in your life, but you still know what the limits, what are you can tell about who you are. You can still stand for your self-discovery, and you can still cost your life for next step. Even though that you have a big value for your life, you still can cost your life, and you still, yes, I am ordinary guy, but I have extraordinary dreams. It means that you respect and you cost yourself, even though that you have a big values and you can deal for any problem. Just like when you confess about your fault to your father, or you can tell to us that you proudly have presented something good for your mother, something like that. That's what I mean. Is it enough? Is it clear enough?
Yeah. I get the point.
Okay, thank you very much. Next one. Well, are you ready for providing a huge revolution after knowing and costing yourself for your next step? When you get a big failures constantly, more and more, just still love yourself. When we respect, when we cost ourselves, when we still stand for our self-discovery, even though that there are many failures, just enjoy the impact of the failures. Don't think that, oh, I got a big failures, then I have to surrender. No, but you need to change your mindset, change your perspective, that I have to enjoy because I will learn a lot from my experience, from my failures, something like that. So love yourself also. And that's all, I guess. Does anybody want to give a conclusion for the last one? Thank you very much. That's all from me. Aduh. Come on, guys. Does anyone want to give a conclusion for the last? Or should I choose one? Okay, perhaps I can choose one. Miss Puji, are you there?
I'm here, but all of people was sleep. But all of people are sleeping here. I think I should go.
Should go.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Will
could you
be a
give
good.
us? Okay, Mr. Andres, you raise your hand. Do you want to give a conclusion? Thank you, Miss Puji.
Yes, thank you for this time. Sorry, because we have passed the time limitation and I'm coming late
sorry.
today. But maybe it's gonna be my opinion about this kind of motion. In my perspective, costing my, or maybe make evaluation towards myself is gonna be kind of the high level activity in my life, or maybe a decision, because I don't know the value of mine in the eyes of the other people. But something that I know well is about the capability of mine. Seems like the productivity level of mine, based on the input and output level that I do in my daily life. And I know that when my input is lesser than the output that I produce in a day, it's gonna be for the stressful life. So make the balance between the input and output of my life is the best way to make my life balancing, and the failure of my life will be more reduced rather than I just focusing on the output without any sufficient input and makes everything ruined because it is not suitable for my productivity level that I have. That is my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for Mr. Andreas. That statement is closing our discussion tonight. Well, thank you guys for all of your
Is it only me or?
Oh yeah. So this is a problem of Mr. Dill connection. Okay. Well, so still waiting for Mr. Dill. Okay. Well, so thank you very much, everyone. So I suppose that there is a problem with Mr. Deal or Mr. Bagas connections. So there are the several feedbacks. It's not much, I guess. Ya, tadi ada yang bilang it will be depressed me ya. Jadi kalau di sini nggak cocok pasif jadinya, itu akan didepresikan saya. Jadi it will depress me karena kita butuh yang kalimat aktif. Terus juga my parents give ya. Kalau teman-teman udah tahu, ya saya rasa beberapa dari teman-teman sudah tahu kalau past tense harus menggunakan formula dari rumus subject plus verb 2 atau past tense di situ. Nah, tapi kadang-kadang di speaking kita masih lupa untuk mengimplementasikan ya. Nah, itu alasannya kenapa kelas ataupun komunitas ini ada, yaitu bagaimana teman-teman supaya bisa terbiasa di situ. Ketika teman-teman mengimplementasikannya, yang dimana ketika dia adalah waktunya lampau ya menggunakan verb 2 di situ. Jadi my parents bukan give me ya, tapi gave me. Ya, coba dibiasakan dari sekarang. Dan juga mungkin suggestion juga buat teman-teman semua, ya coba hafalin beberapa vocab irregular ya, irregular verb karena itu butuh sekali ya dalam dunia speaking, writing dan sebagainya. Itu hal fundamental yang harus teman-teman hafal. Mungkin dari sekarang teman-teman bisa beli Oxford ya. Oxford yang mini yang kecil, itu di belakangnya itu ada beberapa irregular verb ya yang paling sering digunakan. Ada sekitar berapa seratusan atau lebih nggak salah saya, 100 sampai 300-an irregular verb. Terus juga bukan I get ya, tapi I got invitation. Terus juga ada tadi yang mengucapkan I cannot the best one ya. Jangan lupa ini adalah kalimat non-verbal, jadi cocoknya bukan I cannot be the best one, tapi I cannot be the best one. Terus juga tadi ada teman-teman yang salah ucap ya, they are us. Jadi ketika kita bicara kalimat itu adalah sebuah rangkaian kata ya yang memiliki formula yaitu subjek dan verb di situ. Jadi subjeknya satu, verbnya juga satu di situ. Nah, kalau subjeknya dua ya verbnya dua di situ diikuti oleh conjunction. Misalnya contohnya if I go to school, nah if itu sebagai conjunction, pasti ada kata kerja setelahnya. Jadi cocoknya I go to school, I will get the good mark misalnya, atau I will get a good result in my exam misalnya di situ. Nah jadi kalau posisinya kayak gini nih ada dua kata kerja artinya di sini ya. Ada dua kata kerja ordinary ya, they are sama us di situ. Jadi cocoknya are-nya dihilangin. Tapi beda kalau teman-teman naruhnya ada asking di sini. Jadi jadinya jadi present continuous di situ. Tapi kalau they are ya be Be itu apa aja, ada is, am, are, was, were, be, been, being, dan sebagainya. Ketika ketemu kata kerja, dia nggak mungkin ketemu verb 1. Nah, dia pasti ketemu verb 3 atau verb ing. Ketika dia verb ing, nah kalau di are ask me ya verb 3 ya jadinya ya. Nah, jadi kalimatnya pasif misalnya di situ. Jadi kalau di are ask me seperti ini salah. Jadi cocoknya they ask me ya. Mereka menanyakan saya. Terus kalau merendah ya bisa menggunakan down to earth. Ya ini bagian dari idiom ya. Ya mungkin buat teman-teman yang pengen dapat skor bagus di IELTS kayak Mr. Suni misalnya yang apa ya, IELTS-nya udah tinggi banget. Di situ teman-teman ya salah satunya teman-teman bisa nyisipin berapa idiom khususnya di speakingnya. Di situ supaya lebih nambahin skor. Terus juga tadi ada yang bilang you are so criticism ya. Jadi nggak cocok. Jadi cocoknya adalah you are so critical. Terus juga ada yang mengatakan that's happen ya. Jadi ini saya lupa ya materinya. Jadi cocoknya bukan that's happen ya, that happens. Ya. Apa nama materinya kalau saya lupa. Tahu nggak guys? Lu materi apa nih that happens? Tahu yang lain? Ya, that happens. Kalau that's happen kan salah ya. Nah, harusnya kan that happens. Itu materi apa sih? Lupa gue.
Ini apa namanya non clause.
Non clause ya. Ya, mungkin teman-teman bisa search lebih jauh di non clause dan sebagainya ya. Ya, dan selain itu mungkin saran yang mungkin saya pengen kasih ya, walaupun saya juga masih belajar, saran saya beberapa vocab teman-teman coba di-upgrade lagi ya. Mungkin beberapa fluensinya udah keren, misalnya contohnya ngomongnya udah cepat dan sebagainya, tapi vocabnya itu-itu aja. Nah, saran saya buat teman-teman mungkin yang pengen dapat skor IELTS bagus atau speakingnya lebih kelihatan advance, mungkin bisa ditambahkan sinonim ya. Contohnya kayak I think, mungkin bisa diganti I suppose, as far as I'm concerned, I reckon, I certain, dan sebagainya. Can, tadi ya, can itu berkali-kali juga mungkin bisa diganti dengan be able to, be capable of, plus verb ing, manage to, plus verb one, dan sebagainya. Nah, itu juga salah satu yang membedakan biasanya antara speaking orang itu advance atau enggak. Jadi nggak cuma di fluensinya aja, tapi juga kita ngelihat dari structure gramatikalnya, apakah lebih complicated. Yang kedua mungkin apakah dengan vocabnya, yang mungkin vocabnya cuma B1, B2, atau gimana dia bisa nge-upgrade ke C1, C2. Nah, jadi ada levelnya vocabnya. Jadi saya mengatakan ini mungkin sebagai apa ya, trigger buat teman-teman ya bahwa teman-teman bisa belajar lagi dengan beberapa cara teman-teman sendiri, mungkin nonton YouTube ataupun apa ya beli buku sendiri di Gramet dan sebagainya. Oke, mungkin itu aja ya. Sebelum saya tutup, saya pengen ngajak teman-teman semua foto bareng dulu. Mungkin kameranya bisa dihidupin. Ya, thank you Mr. Isan. Miss Wafda mungkin boleh kameranya dihidupin. Thank you Miss Gusti. Mr. Deal. Ya udah malam di sana ya. Mr. GNR. Sorry, nama Mr. siapa ya? Mr. Gandra ya?
Gandri, sir.
Gandri. Oh, Gandri. Oke, thank you Mr. Gandri. Ya. Oke, Mr. Sunshine. Mr. Sunshine nih. Ketiduran nih gimana nih? Udah malam ya di sana ya?
Ini tumben Mr. Sunshine angkat suara. Biasanya dia paling aktif nih.
Lagi
Sunshine.
Kita darus kayaknya gitu. Oke. Oke, ayo Miss Dara, mungkin kameranya boleh dihidupin kalau berkenan ya. Kita foto dulu. Ya, sebagai dokumentasi kita pada hari ini.